Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. How's it going? We're going to do a whip and chat here with the Battle Ahead by Lothar Dietrich. 60 centimeters by 45 centimeters, 47 colors, square drill, paint with diamonds, and I'll slam a picture around here. Alright, yeah, that basically introduces the canvas. Yeah, pretty straightforward, kind of fun. Alright, I finished capital U symbol wise. Yep. Okay, I think I'm on number 3 symbol. Find it. I think it's number 16. Whoops. 16, number 3. Yep. Sounds good. Alright, hopefully your day's going well. Yeah, we have more smoke in the air. Yeah, it's a nice wall of white in the near distance. Yikes. Can't really smell the smoke today, but yeah, it certainly must not be pretty for anybody right now. I'm surprised we got mail today. It's like, must be Monday next week when it's going to be counted as Canada Day for postage. I'm so confused. I had the day off from work today. Yeah, it's my holiday stat, whatever. When you have to text your supervisor and ask whether you're working or not when no notice was posted. This gets a tad bit annoying. Oh, no big deal. At least replied back, at the very least. But it would have been nice to know. Instead of like the day before. I like working Friday. Am I working like today? Is the stat an actual like scheduled day of work? Nope. Stay at home. Okay, cool. Just type it a note or something. We have a communication binder at work. Why is nobody using it? It's like, holy. Just hate having to track people down for that kind of stuff. It listed as a holiday on another notice, like a notice board, but like whether you have to work the day or not, it's just, I don't know. Still get 8 hours pay, like holiday pay for it, but it's just like, what? I don't know, there's probably families that, yeah, go watch fireworks or something. I'm not sure where there are fireworks at this point because of the fires up north. People are kind of upset about that, but that kind of seems a tad insensitive with having fireworks when they're other people's properties and massive amount of forest has been damaged. Oh, yeah, fires up there. It's fine down here. It's like, no. No, you don't do that. It's like ridiculous. Okay. I could care less about fireworks. It stresses out everybody's pets, people with post-traumatic stress. Fireworks going off. Yeah, they're pretty to look at, nice pretty colors, cool designs, pyrotechnics are really nice, but yeah, it's kind of like showing Titanic after like putting Titanic back on streaming services after that miniature submarine imploded. It's like, oh, people will be thinking about the Titanic, so let's put a blockbuster film back on streaming services for people to watch. Yeah, the disaster is like 100 and something years old, like the Titanic disaster. It's like 111 years old, but it's basically a gravesite, to be frank, and everybody going to look at it or take stuff out of it, just, yeah. Kind of like what happens in Egypt, tombs, taking treasures out of it and artifacts out of it. Wasn't there like a movie, The Mummy? Yeah, I know that's like fictional, but yeah, like mummies' curses and all that. I highly doubt those people are superstitious by any means, by like, yeah, mummy reawakening and then just wreaking havoc on the planet, but I don't know, it's just... I know those mummies are like long past dead, but that's kind of like the Egyptian heritage or legacy just resting there. Like, it's a memorial to the pharaohs of that time, like whoever passed away or was entombed in the pyramids, etc. Like, it's a gravesite. Like, what are you doing? Why are we disturbing the final resting place of like pharaohs and stuff? Like, we shouldn't even be in there. Like, what are we doing? You can do like CAT scans or x-rays maybe, like, but just like opening up a sarcophagus and stuff, and there could be like ancient diseases in there or something. Like, do you realize what you're bringing back into the atmosphere? Like, it's a body. It's a decomposition, and never know what that body went through in that given amount of time. And if air, oxygen, or air contacts something very sensitive, it will go poof. Like, it'll deteriorate any artifacts even faster, like pieces of paper and stuff. It's like, can we just leave stuff alone? Like, it's like, I know it's fascinating, but like, we just like consider why it's there in the first place. Like, pharaohs were pretty high authoritarian, or basically kings of Egypt to an extent, and here we are just like pillaging their final resting place. No, a corpse doesn't have the capacity to care, but like just disturbing a gravesite is just seems off. Doesn't seem very nice or considerate. I don't know, just even going into the pyramids just doesn't sound like a good time. Of course I'm fascinated by it, but just the whole... Yeah, well, just open up a casket basically and just see what's in there. What? What are you doing? Stop it. It's like, why? It, it's a body. It's a mummified body. Like, no. Yeah. Just, I loved Egypt and its history, don't get me wrong, but just the way human curiosity just goes overboard to discover stuff sometimes, it's just kind of a little intrusive on history. I guess in some cases, if something's a temple or something is buried under sand, or just a sunken ruin in like a body of water somewhere, yeah, you're going to have to find a different way to examine ruins of that sort. I know, scrolls and stuff I'm fine with. Like, find those, but just disturbing the final resting place of an individual. Yeah, it's just, yikes. Just the tomb part bothers me. And what if they damage something that could help their research? Like, what if something breaks that was in its form yet still has somewhat of a recognizable function, and somebody just goes and tips a vase or something over in the dark or whatever and ruins that part of history? Like, it's not like you can just turn around and like replace it. It's not going to be the exact same as it was before, because how do you know you have all the pieces of like a vase? And what happens if you continue touching it? Like, are some parts of that artifact going to dissolve or break, be unidentifiable after? Like, people consider this stuff? Like, or am I just thinking too much? Yeah, I just talk about random stuff here in Echoes of Color. I have some quiet whipping chats where I just place drills because it gets pretty intense. Kind of have to be paying attention to looking intently at symbols. That was kind of yesterday for one of the whipping chats. Yeah, but how would somebody else's family react in like modern times? Just somebody going into a cemetery and digging up a casket. Like, there are laws against that. You have to get the family's consent and some sort of permit, I'd imagine. It does happen, but probably for like police investigations or something. Like, there are circumstances to take a casket back out of the ground, but yeah, you just don't go digging up a gravesite without really plausible, sensible reasoning. I don't know, and I think some cemeteries have been like relocated, so a few coffins have had to be buried elsewhere. These are like hundreds of years old kind of cemetery plots, so I don't think you can really track everybody down, so that kind of leaves people with no choice but to just move those coffins around and rebury them, reinturn them to different place. I don't know, New York or something, like somewhere in the States, they had to relocate a cemetery or something. I saw that on TV somewhere. Yeah, this is a cherry whip and chat topic, but yeah. I know, it's just... Yeah, it sounds like an inconvenience to have to move interred coffins just to like build something on that land. Just heebie-jeebies. Yeah, no, corpses don't care or have feelings, but just it's kind of history and you're just kind of displacing it. Like, that's it. Doesn't sound all that great. Yeah, I know we live and we die, but I don't know, just... Yeah, this person had a story and experienced a lot, had a diversified life, etc. But yeah, we just have to move this coffin to build something. Let's put this body somewhere else. It's just... I don't know, there's natural disasters where cemeteries have been flooded out too. That, yeah, that's something beyond anybody's control. It's kind of man versus nature. Yeah, that's beyond anybody's control, of course, but just to build something else which was once cemetery land just kind of seems like... Yeah, gotta move these bodies so we can build something here on this land, because we're out of space in the city. It's like, yikes. Get in. Even an individual who's been cremated, their urn might be buried at a gravesite too, so it's like her ashes might be buried in a certain way. I don't know, it seems like a very contentious issue, just kind of disturbing the dead for modernization. Oh, something's meant to be a cemetery, it's a cemetery. Just not going to be the same feeling environment even after gravestones and stuff are cleared off. Yeah, it's just what it has been for that period of time ever since there's been interments in that location. I don't know if anybody believes in like spirits and stuff, but yeah, body, spirit, separate thing, I don't know. Goes back to the gravesite. Sounds kind of far-fetched just like saying it, but... Or are they elsewhere? Like, the spirits elsewhere? Don't know. All this just from like that little Titan submarine thing imploding. Yay. Just think about the weirdest things I'm doing. Not the most cheery topic, but yeah, we live, we die, and we either get buried or something else happens. Yeah. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Yeah. Yeah. Not the most cheery thing, but sometimes you just have to go through some of that every once in a while when somebody does pass away. Or an issue like that comes up, people passing away, car accidents and stuff, you hear like every day. I don't know, that grave robbery, and yeah, it's just not in Egypt and stuff. I'm sure it's like everywhere. Alright, capital E. I don't know, it's just at night, people will do what they think they want to just pillage graves or see what's interesting in some sort of ruins of an ancient civilization buried by water or sand or something. I don't know, it's just human curiosity, but it just goes a little over a personal line, I guess. But if we weren't curious as humans, I think we'd still be in the old world. But yet there was continental drift and all that. And I don't know if we would have survived the same. Not sure. Yeah, history would have been slightly different if we didn't do a few things as a human race. Kind of got thinking of that with Smosh, their YouTube stand-up comedy kind of skits and stuff. The Smosh channel on YouTube. And that Franz Ferdinand assassination that started World War I believe. Yeah, if that didn't happen, there wouldn't have been World War I. Pretty much. Because I think that was like the triggering factor. Yeah, Franz Ferdinand or something got assassinated, and then that just kicked off World War I. If I have my history right. Yeah. It's almost like certain events kind of define the present, or made the present what it is at this point. Yet if some events didn't happen, then human race probably wouldn't have known better or understood the consequences of certain outcomes or issues. There's probably in the past that it was taken an accident to cure a disease or find out what was edible, what was good for humans to eat to survive out in the wild in general, how to make fire. Yeah, if the human race or any like animals or anything didn't develop instincts over time, we probably wouldn't be where we are today as a society or as a whole. If we did make mistakes or discover certain features of the planet. because life kind of is what it is right now because of certain pivotal discoveries or actions of thousands of individuals, if not millions, to shape the earth as it is today. So yeah, kind of like a morbid kind of whip and chat today, but it is reality, unfortunately. We're not immortal. But yeah, tragedies happen that really don't need to happen. Even if there's like fair warning or major red flags or alarms going off to not do something. Yet, oh, it will be fine. Nothing bad will happen. Always seems to come up, and then something bad does happen, and yeah. Lives are lost because of it. I don't know. It's just crazy how some stuff works sometimes. I don't know. Nobody from thousands of years ago is going to come back from the past and like tell us everything that happened. So in some ways we in the modern age have to discover our history or understand from others who have lived in a certain time period how we came to be. Yeah, it's just a deeper understanding of ourselves. But yeah, as I have mentioned, the grave robberies, it sometimes is not for the right reasons. Mere profit, people just buy like an artifact that was buried in some ancient civilization and it just manages to make it get sold anyway. People make a profit, and yeah, we just really don't get insight from those artifacts unless they end up in some other channel that somebody can decipher or learn from. Could just be sitting on a shelf somewhere or just because it looked pretty. And we'll never learn about ourselves or what that civilization did to survive. Yeah. We can only keep imagining, but it's not really what happened. You could probably discern proof or valid evidence that would suggest otherwise. But no, some stuff, yeah, probably just will remain hidden, undiscovered. Probably what was not meant to be discovered. Probably within reason. But yeah, I'll just as a human race consider to keep speculating and then just get the wrong idea about our history and not be sure what's true anymore. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I put my Facebook profile name. Echoes Color Facebook business page. It's really just a website within Facebook. And my Instagram. All three, I just generally try to update simultaneously. Either a finished section, new start to a canvas, like all kitted up, ready to go, or a finished canvas. Short blurb on what the canvas is, who the artist is, and the diamond painting company. Yep. Yeah, my voice seems a little strained today for some reason. Not sure. Throat's slightly sore. I can tell you. I also post in the description below Conqueror and Pacer fitness main websites, walking challenge main websites I call it. I'm not affiliated or partnered with Conqueror or Pacer respectively, so I won't earn a commission from anything there. Those web links will take you right to their main websites and are for information purposes only. So yeah, just so you know. So I occasionally talk about reading on the treadmill or the exercise bike or doing word search on the exercise bike, that kind of thing. So anyway, take care with your crafting endeavors / hobbies. If you're just watching, thank you for your support. Thank you for hanging out. And I will see you next time. Bye.